Hello everyone and welcome to the solution video for homework 5. So yeah, let's get started. Create the following form with the appropriate controls. Okay, so I've created the form. I've named all my controls appropriately. Now we can begin the coding. So a few things about this assignment. Some controls have been disabled, so let me go ahead and do that. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Enabled has been set to false. Is that about right? Let's go ahead and check. Yeah, that looks about right. Oh yeah, this one has a default value of 10. So let's give it a value of 10. The answer text boxes have new random values when the program runs. Okay, so when the program runs, we can do that type of code under the form load event handler. So double click on the form itself and it takes you to the form load event handler. So FRM random codes load. When the form loads, we want to generate a random number and play two random numbers and put them inside each of those text boxes. So to do this, we got to do the following. So we create a object that will generate us random numbers using system.random random is equal to random. Now we set the text box text to those random numbers. So txt answer code 1 dot text is equal to random dot next between something and something. I think the random numbers are 2 digits and need to be between need to be between 1 and 99, so 1 comma 99. And obviously this is a string and this is an integer, so we're going to say .toString. Okay, then we need to do the same for the second text box. Okay, so because the max number I just read this is exclusive, we're going to make it up to 100, so it includes 100. And same with that one. Let's go ahead and check if it does that. So 65 and 79 and 24 and 71. Okay, so they get randomly generated a new number every time the form loads. Let me just change the start location. Where is it? To center screen. Make it easier. Let's test once more. And 55 and 63. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so next what I need to do. It seems like our form is ready. Now we just need to do the coding. Validation must be done when the text within code 1 and code 2 text boxes, the bottom ones, change. I guess we're going to need text change event handlers. We go here to the text box, to the events over here, and text changed event. Double click on it and create that event handler for us. Same for this one. The objective of the game: when the game starts, two two-digit random numbers are displayed in the group box answers. You now have to create the same numbers using a randomize button in the group box called code cracking. You have 10 chances to create a random one-digit numbers, which you can add to either code 1 or code 2, chosen via the radio buttons. Once you created the same number, the number in the answer part should change to XX cleared. Screenshots provided below. Once both codes have been correctly created or cracked, a message will show informing you about that the game will reset. However, you cannot crack these two codes. If you cannot crack them in 10 attempts, a message will show you that the game will reset. Okay, so the add button in more detail. When the user clicks the add button, the program should check that a radio button has been checked. If not, the following should be displayed. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Add button. If open brackets RB code 1 dot checked, if else, if RB2 code 2 dot checked else. So neither code 1 is checked nor code 2 is checked. We're going to display a message box dot show. Please select which code you want this number to go to. So we're going to add please select which code you want this number to go to. Cool. The text of the code text boxes bottom changes. See later in assignment. The program should check if it matches the answer code on the top. If it does match, the following should happen. Okay, so once this text box changes, we need to check if the new text matches the text at the top. So let's go with code 1 answer. If txt code 1 answer dot text is equal to txt answer code 1 dot text, if they are, else if they are not. Same for this one, for code 2 answer text, code 2 answer text. If they do match, the following should happen. Message provided appears stating code 1 has been cleared and the answer text box on top has included the text cleared. Okay, so if they do match, we're going to display a message box dot show code 1 clear and txt answer code 1 dot text. Notice we still keep the number there, so we go plus equals 2 to make it equal to the current text, as well as 5 cleared. Cool. We need to do that over here as well. Code 2 cleared and code 2. Okay, what now? Similarly, code 2, yeah, done that one. If either code is already cleared and the user adds the final digit to clear the remaining code, the following should happen. Okay, so now if 1 is already cleared and then 2 gets cleared, you should say winner winner. Do you want to play again? Okay, so if text box 1 is already done, we then have to check if text box 2 txt answer code 2 dot text contains whoops, wrong place, dot contains So what this if statement does is it looks at the text of txt answer code 2, so this one over here, this text box, and if it contains anything about the word clear, cleared, anything like that. So you can put just a C here, and if it contains the letter C, it will be true. So I'm gonna put clear even though it's actually cleared, but it will still pick it up. Else, if that is not true, we are gonna add it. We're gonna just clear code 1. So if it is true, we need to say a message box dot show, and inside that message box we gotta say winner, new line. Do you want to play again? We also gonna need some buttons in there. So this is cleared as the code, cleared. And buttons. Go across. Message box buttons, rather, message box buttons dot yes, no, right? Yes, no. Oh yeah. No, it's, oh wait, the code is cleared. Oh, okay, so we've done code 1, we haven't done code 2 yet. Let's just copy this here, let's say, cut this over here, and that's if code 1 is already contains the word cleared, then we must win. If else, just, yeah, clear code 1, I mean 2. Then we got the buttons, that's all good. We notice the user clicks yes, the game should reset, giving them 10 attempts again. New values to match and clearing the current input. If they click no, the whole program should exit. Okay, so if all of that, whoops. Dialog result is equal to dialog result dot yes. If they do want to play again, up. We need to do a bunch of stuff. Else we need to exit environment dot exit. Oh yeah. I guess what we need to do, we need to reset attempts, so txt attempts dot text must be re-equal to 10. New values to match, so we need to do this again. And clearing the current inputs. Okay, so txt code 1 dot answer dot text is equal to nothing. You could also go text dot clear. Oh, you can't, mind. So that sets it to equal nothing. New values to match and clearing the comment. If they click no, the whole program should exit. Okay, let me save all here. And just put this in, where is it? Inside if code 1, if a clear, if dialog result. So after the message box, if dialog result, blah blah blah. And there we go, that looks like it's good. Oh wait, this one sets code 1 both times to nothing, it set code 2. Okay, if code 1 is already cleared, use add, blah blah blah. Yes, if the user runs out of attempts prior to the matching the codes, the following should happen. Okay, so if they click add, right, over here, and we can create an int attempts, which is equal to txt attempts.text. We're gonna have to convert that. Convert dot to ints. Okay, so then we can check if attempts is equal to 0. It's already equal to 0. Whoops, wrong area. If it's equal to 0, do something else. Let me just fix the spacing. There we go. So if their attempts is less than or equal to 0, what must we do? If the following should happen. You've run out of attempts, game resetting. So your message box dot show you've run out of attempts, game resetting. And then we need to reset the game. So we've got the reset code over here. Okay. Else, if they have greater than or equal to 0, we need to minus it by 1. But that's not going to work because we keep resetting it to the number of attempts that they have over here. So we're going to have to fix that soon, but let me just go for now. Attempts minus minus. What we could do is just do this inside the if statement. So we could say if convert to blah blah blah. Get rid of those 2 lines of code. So if text inside the attempts is less than or equal to 0, they've run out of attempts. Else we say txt attempts dot text is plus or just equal to txt attempts minus 1. Put all of this, inside a bracket and say dot to string. So what we're doing here is if they are not out of attempts yet, we're gonna reduce the current number in the text box by 1 and set that to be equal to the new text over here. That's what that line is doing. Once the user clicks OK, the game resets, giving them 10 new attempts again. New values to match and clearing the current input. That's what we do over here. Okay. Let's go ahead and check that attempts goes down and that like the game resets. Alright, I wanted to go to number 2. Attempts is going down. Oh no, we've reached 0. Game resetting. Gives us new values. Let's say attempts is going down again. 95 and 22 are the random numbers. New random numbers. 10 attempts. Finished. Oh yeah, so we've done that. Now we need to make the button randomize. So this button over here, we need to do the system.random again. And we need to see the text box random.text is equal to the random number dot next between 1 and 10. Exclusive boundaries, so it's not going to include that 10, but it will include that 1 as far as I know. So, and we can just say dot to string. Let's go check if a random number gets generated. 7, 7, 5, 7, 9, 5, 7, 1, 3. Yeah, so random numbers are being generated happily. Cool. In actual fact, you can't just continually generate a random number. Every time you generate a random number, this should happen. This should happen inside the randomize button, not the what's the other button? The add button over here. Same with this check, but I'll move it now. Because you can't just continually randomize and then just add once you've got it. Okay, so we need to make that check happen. This check over here, we need to make it happen over here. So let's go ahead and move this. We don't need this code, can stay over here and add, but this code over there can get moved. And okay, so create a random number generator, tell it to randomize it, set that's text over there. If their attempts are equal to less than or equal to 0, we need to reset the game, else we reduce their attempt count by 1. So let's go see. Randomize for randomize. And this should be our last attempt. We cannot click again. Up, game, we've run out of attempts. And it should reset everything. One thing we haven't reset is the txt random.text is equal to 0, or nothing rather. Over here we can reset this in the other two places where we need to reset. Okay, now we can work on the adding. So if radio button 1 is checked, then we can say the txt answer code 1 answer.text is equal to the txt random number.text. But that's just going to reset it, so we need to say plus equal to, so it takes the current value as well as what the new value will be. And then we can say for answer 2 if checkbox 2 is checked. Okay, so let's take a look here. So we're hoping for a 5. We can add to code 1 and add to code 2. Code 2 is not cleared and gets the symbol cleared. Oh yeah, so we're gonna have to fix that because it includes the 0, so we're either gonna have to include 0 here, or another way we could do this, instead of saying 1 to 100, we can say 1 to 10 and do it twice over, just say plus equals 2. Plus equals 2. Plus equals 2. This way, it generates one number between 1 and 9, another number between 1 and 9, adds those two numbers to make a double-digit number. Another way we could do it, get rid of all this. Another way we could do it is when generating a random number over here, we just include 0. That's gonna be more difficult in terms of solving the code, so I'm just gonna do the other one. Whoops, let me go back. Make these both 10, just to improve my odds a little bit when trying to crack the code. Cool, let's see. Okay, we got 94, 91. Randomize a 9 can go to code 1 and code 2. 5, 7, 1 can go to code 2. Code 2 is cleared. Now I need a 4. Go to code 1. And we have 1. Because code 1 and 2 are cleared. Do I want to play again? No, I don't. Exits the whole program. One thing, just for usability's sake, I would like to add this over here, just so that when we clear code 1, it first writes that cleared message, then it gives us a message box saying that we have 1. Same with this one. Let's go ahead and check it. Okay, so 2 and 7 and 7 and 4. 2 can go to code 1. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. Run out of attempts, game resetting. So why did this when the game resets, I didn't change it to include it like this at the top here. Oops. Need to just just make it that when it resets, it does the same as what we changed it to at the top. In the 3 places that it resets. 3 places it resets is if we win code 1, 2, 1 and then 2, if we win 2 and then 1, and if we run out of attempts. So I've changed it in those 3 places. Now, to try and solve it again, 1 and 3 is what we need. Ooh, I'm not going to make it again, so 4 and 1. Ooh, nice. Okay, 1 and 4. Code 1 is now cleared. Now we just need a 9. No. Okay, 8, 9, and 3. Randomize. 8. 9, code 1 cleared. Just need a 3 now. Damn. Okay, try again. 5, 9, and 1. The 1 and the 9, no 5. Okay, so just for testing's sake, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it that it makes a number between 1 and 5 for all of these. Then it's going to make it slightly easier to test. Just because then there's fewer numbers to work with, so there's a high probability that they will come out. Okay, 11 and 12, that should be easy enough. Why is my randomize button still making? Okay, randomize button, where is it? Randomize button. Whoops, we've got to change this one over here to 1 and 5. Okay, now finally, 22 and 24. 2 can go to code 1 is cleared, and then begin code 2. Now we need a code, a 4. No ways. Okay, fine. 41 and 32. 32. 41. Code 1 cleared. Ah, no, I missed the 2. Okay, whoops. 32 and 32, let's see. 30. Code 2 cleared. Do I want to play again? Yes. Oh yeah, so what happened here? We did not. We selected yes, but it ran the no code. No exception. So now we need to check why our if statement doesn't work when we click yes to that message box there. So what we need to do is, okay, so what we need to check is if when the user clicks yes on this thing, we want this stuff to happen. So it's not just a dialog result, it's this actual message box results. Let me copy this. If that is equal to yes, then we must do stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and check that. Okay, 34 and 42. No, yes. Yes. Yes, code 2 cleared. Damn it. Okay, so let's see, 34 and 21. 34, no, we need 2. 2 is not happening. Okay, 12 and 13. 2 and 3. 2, now we just need a 3. Okay, so we've won, everything's set to cleared. Now I want to play again, yes. Everything's been reset, new random numbers, and it looks like it's correct now. So what I changed there was I said the message box gets created in the if criteria with this text. This is the title, so it's like the thing that goes over here but on the message box. So let me just quickly show you the thing that goes over there. Okay, I need a win to show you, so let me see if I can do that. 2 and 3 now. Okay, 3 and 2, 1. No. Okay, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna set the attempts when we lose to 100 just to, you know, give myself some higher probability here to 100, and this one properties, change it to 100. Now we should manage finally 3 and 4 and 4 and 4. 3, now I just need a 4. There we go, code 1 cleared, code 2 cleared. So this cleared word is the second part of this if statement. Let me go back here. I didn't change it over here, I only changed it over here, whoops. Okay, so over here if you check, winner winner, new line, do you want to play again, is what's written over here. Then we got comma, cleared. This comma indicates that we're now referring to this section of the message box, where we wrote cleared. And then we got added which buttons we wanted, so we went message box buttons dot yes no, so that we wanted the buttons yes and no to be included. And we said if this message box that we created, if the result of what the user has clicked is equal to yes, so if we click yes, we must reset the game because they want to play again, so we reset all the values accordingly. If they selected anything else, so close or no or whatever, the whole program must exit. The environment dot exit must be 0, which means that it exits. Okay. So let's just change this all back to what the homework requires. So that's to be between 1 and 10 and with 10 attempts, and then also just change the other statements to be like what this one was. Again, we just need to change this in all the places that it gets reset. So there's 3, we've done 1, 2, and if we lose 3, and then we just need to change this so that when the program runs, it gives us the right values. And is that about it? 10, oh, we don't need the rand. 10, this one's 10, this one's 10, this one over here is not 10. And now it should be complete. Let's try one more. We need a 4 and an 8. 4 and 4 again. Damn, okay. 2 and 2. Okay, it seems these random numbers are only getting generated between 1 and 5, so there's one more place that we forgot to change it to 10. There we go. Never gonna win otherwise. So 2, 6, 4, 1. 2 and 4. It's not looking likely. And we lost. Let's try again. 2, 9, 3 and 8. No, okay, so, but in any case, that's pretty much what we wanted to happen. Now let's go check the rubric. Okay, code runs, yes. Numbers are randomized, yes they are. Attempts reduced each time the randomize button is clicked. Does else happen in the randomize button? Yes, it does over here. Answer text boxes top are populated on form load. Over here we got form load event handler, and that's when the numbers get randomly generated. And revision test, okay, yes, then there's a test based on that. Cool, so that's that for the homework, complete. So I hope you guys found this video useful, and I'll see you guys next time.